Okay, so example 2, we have 2x squared plus 2x. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to find the GCF. So I'm going to write it out, GCF, that's what we're looking for. And of 2x, let me use a different color, 2x squared, we need to expand that out so that we only have the factors. So how could we expand out 2x squared to make it a product? Bobby.
2x times 2. No.
Not quite. The squared is attached to the x,
No,
right?
2 times x times
Exactly. 2 times x times x. So all we did was we expanded it out so that it's written as prime factors only. So what about 2x? What would 2x expand to?
2 times x.
Good, 2 times x. So 2x equals 2 times x. And the GCF is going to be everything that they have in common. What do they have in common?
2.
They have 2's in common and they have x's in common. So my GCF is going to be, we take everything that was circled and we multiply it. So 2 times x, which gives me 2x. Okay, so we take what they have in common, and that is our GCF. Now, we're not multiplying 2 times x times 2 times x. We're only multiplying it one time each. Okay? Alright, so we're not done yet. All we did was find the GCF. So to complete the problem, we pull out that GCF, so we pull out a 2x. And if I pull out a 2x from each of these factors, what is left over? If I pull out a 2x from 2x squared, what was left over?
2x.
X. And if I pulled out a 2x from 2x, what's left over there?
2.
If we're dividing something by itself, we get 1. So our inside parentheses is going to be x plus 1. And that's my answer. I factored it all the way.
But your greatest common factor is 2x.
My greatest common factor is 2x. So your greatest common factor, your GCF, is going to be whatever is out here on the outside. This is your GCF. How could I check this answer?
How'd you plug it in?
What do I have to plug in?
Plug in.
What I did here was I undid the distributive property. So how would I check that I got the right answer? I would redistribute, right? So my check would be to distribute 2x into x plus 1. What's 2x times x? 2x squared. And what's 2x times 1? Plus 2x. Is that where I started at? Yep, so I got the correct answer. Good questions. Let's try this one. Example 3. Okay, now we have 3 terms here. So I need to find the GCF of 3 different terms. GCF. So I'm going to have a place where I can show all my work. And let's see, let's make the 3y squared blue. So 3y squared. How could I write that as a product of prime numbers? How do we write 3y squared? 3 times y times y. Good. Then we have a positive 6y. How does that factor out? Is 6 a prime number? No. How does 6 break down? 3 times 2. And are these guys prime numbers?
Yeah.
3 and 2? Yeah. So 6y is the same as 2 times 3 times y.
How do you know y?
Okay, we also have a plus 6, so a positive 6, so we need to break that one up, which we already did, right? 3 times 2. So 6 is the same as, and I put them in order from biggest to, or from smallest to biggest, 2 times 3. Now, we need to circle what all 3 of these have in common, because we're looking for the GCF of 3 numbers. What do they all have in common? 3, good. So we're going to circle the 3. So my GCF is what? 3.
3.
So that's what I want to factor out. So I want to take out the 3 from this original expression. So I'm taking out the 3. If I pull out the 3 from this original expression, what's left over? An easy way to figure out what's left over is look at what we did up here and what's not circled. Okay? So up here for the 3y squared, what's not circled?
Y.
Y times y. So what does that give me?
Y.
Y squared. For 6y, what's not circled? 2 times y. So what does that give me? Positive 2y. And for 6, what's not circled? 2. So positive 2.
Oh, I get it.
And that would be my answer. How can I check that I got the answer correct? I have 3 times y squared plus 2y plus 2. Usually we would plug it in, but we didn't solve for anything. So how would I check that this was factored correctly? Good, I distribute. So we just undo everything that we did. So what would 3 times y give me? Or 3 times y squared? 3y squared. 3 times 2y plus 6y. 3 times 2 plus 6. Is that what I started with? Yep, that's exactly what I started with, so I factored it correctly. Okay, that's how we check our answers.